by a silver-haired old lady with a honk if you love Jesus sticker on the bumper of her car.
There are things in this world that just make you cry out.
Yes.
There's just a need to say sometimes things aren't the way they're supposed to be.
No.
And Doug Pagitt Radio, America's most listened to progressive religious talk radio on the internet and in cars and on smartphones around the world. Is that too long?
And maybe even on the space station.
Wants to always remind you every week.
It's our obligation.
That when you cry out because things are not the way they're supposed to be, that is the right human emotion, and the rest of us join with you in that.
We hear you.
We say cripes. We say, come on. We say, you've got to be kidding me. We lament together.
We do.
And that lament then compels us.
Yes.
It compels us into something better. Mm-hmm. And we want you to know that there's nothing wrong with living in lament.
No.
There's nothing wrong with living in complaint, as long as one doesn't stay there.
We're not whining.
And so at the end of the first hour, we like to remind ourselves there are some things that aren't right, so there's still work to do. There's a reason to get up in the morning.
Yes.
There's a reason to keep going, because not everything is the way that it ought to be quite yet.
We all have our part to play.
And we call that Cripes. Come on, you've got to be kidding me, around the radio program. Mm-hmm. So we bring these up. We bring up something that makes somebody cry out. Cripes, come on, you've got to be kidding me. And we could have given the whole thing to Newt Gingrich and his wives.
Yeah.
1, 2, and 3. There could have been a Cripes, come on, and you got to be kidding me for number 1, number 2, and number 3. Only because I just found out this morning from the Sidekick that Newt Gingrich married his high school math teacher when he was 19 and she was 26. He met her when he was 17 and she was 24, 7 years older. Then he married her after his freshman year of college. Did you know this, Will? Did you know this? The first wife, the one that he was married to and then divorced while she had cancer in the hospital. He married her when he was 19 and she had been his geometry teacher. Wow. We could have given it to him for that, or we could have given it to him for then having an affair and then marrying his second wife and then divorcing her when he was stepping out with the new one while he was impeached. We could have done that, but we're not. That's low hanging fruit. Yeah. Newt's not even complaining about that. He's not even lamenting that. He's just like, I've moved on.
Yeah.
He got all moveon.org about that. He just rolled right over it and just kept going. So we're not going to give this to the Cripes. Come on, you got to be kidding me, to Newt Gingrich, even though we could. Yeah. Instead, we're going to give it to the fact that a guy who's lived his life for 45 years, and still is bothered by the fact that he can wake up with a pimple on his chin. Which was just this morning. I'm like, seriously? Really? And says to himself, I'm going to have something to eat for lunch, and still bites his own lip, which I did this week. Isn't that amazing? Like, what's wrong with the whole creation revolutionary process where after 45 years of eating, and I've done it plenty of times, I can still bite my own lip. Isn't that, is that ridiculous? Like, I can mistime a bite. But it really goes out to the fact that same fella, that poor sucker, breaks 2 water glasses in the same day. On Tuesday, I was so off for some reason. I dropped on the floor and shattered at 2 different occasions.
On the same day?
On the same day, 2 different water glasses.
Hours apart.
I was forced to use plastic and paper cups for the rest of the week. Honestly, I don't know if you all have ever had that experience, but that's what just makes you say, oh, crap. Like the basic functions of life, and you can't get them right.
Yeah, good thing no one was handing you their baby that day.
And there's things that you just like, I'm getting a glass of water. I'm grabbing this off of the cup. Whoops.
There it goes.
Shattered all over. So 2 different occasions, I have a vacuum and a broom out, sweeping up shattered glass.
What's wrong with you, man?
I have no idea. I just think that's incredible that can still happen, that a person will just drop them or bump them or catch it on the corner of something. So I was cripesing myself all day long. John has the come on this week.
Yeah, so yesterday I had to take my daughter to urgent care to, she had a sinus infection or whatever. So we go to North Memorial, and there is no free public parking anywhere. All the streets that line the building have no parking in the neighborhood.
Signs all over. They can spend all that money on those "Don't Park Here" signs.
Right. Yep. And if you park in the garage, they'll charge you for it.
Which is connected to the hospital. It's where they want you to park. Big signs that say hospital parking.
It is literally the only place you can park.
And they charge for it.
And they charge you for it. Come
on. And that's true of every hospital I've been to in the Twin Cities.
We're bilking the sick.
What is it about hospitals that they can't provide free parking?
Nobody wants to go to a hospital, including the people that work there.
Yeah, I mean, this is these people going after folks at their weakest moment. This is stealing from people in a moment of crisis.
And urgent care don't validate.
They don't. I was at the emergency room 2 weeks ago with my son, 3 weeks ago with my son. Came out and I said, we've been here for 2 hours because of you people.
Yeah.
Any chance you validate? No, I'm sorry, we don't validate. So not only do you have to go in and pay these top dollar at the it's not like you're getting by for nothing.
It's like event parking downtown.
Nobody wants to be there.
Right.
And what do they do at hospitals? All of them. They give it one more touch.
Yeah.
One more touch on the way out. How long were you here? Which you have nothing to do with at the hospital.
Right.
Like even as a patient, I could see if it's somebody who came to visit, but you control nothing. You don't want to be there.
Yeah.
You can't control how long you're going to be there.
Yeah.
You're probably either visiting someone who's had something disastrous happen to them.
Yeah.
Or you've had something difficult happen.
Yeah.
And then they're going to give you a little touch on the way out.
And it's a place that like when you have to go there, you have to go there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't have a choice.
Right.
You could pick one of the other hospitals in the area, and they also charge you.
Right. So come on.
Come on, hospitals.
Right.
Hospitals can't throw in a little free parking. They can't give you a little smile on the way out. It's on us.
Plenty of free parking at Target, Best Buy, and the nail salon.
Yeah, and the lakes. You can park free around the lakes.
Come on.
Places you actually want to be.
Right.
Places you go to on purpose.
Sure.
And then the place that you can't go, that you wouldn't go to on purpose, they're like, we're going to give you another touch on the way out.
I mean, it's like they had to build a parking lot anyway.
Right.
You know, so it's not like
hundreds of people in those places. You know how you get free parking there? I've found this out by accident.
Fake a heart attack at the pay place?
Nope. Oh. Stay long enough until the attendant goes home, and they just leave the door open.
Really?
Memorial. Yeah, because they don't have they don't have a credit card thing. They got to have a guy standing there. So if you're at North Memorial,
come on, let's stick it to the man here, people.
9:30 or 10 at night. so visit late.
Yeah.
Or you know who gets to go to the hospitals for free and park for free at the hospitals?
Ambulances.
Clergy. Yep. Pastors.
Oh, I'm totally milking
They validate pastor parking.
Fallen pastors?
Everybody. Just go in, tell them what church you're from. Everybody just tell them Solomon's Porch. You have to go to the hospital, just tell them you're a pastor at Solomon's Porch. That's my church. I don't care. Just tell them you're a pastor at Solomon's Porch. You can park for free at the hospital.
There you go, people.
Clergy get to park for free. But the guy who's got to go in, to see his sick wife,
$4.
Yeah. Come on. Cripes to a fella who, needs to go to a hospital because he can't, hold on to a water glass. All right. And you got to be kidding me. Goes out to just the situation that John and I had this week. We decided to help our friends. They had new carpet put in their house, beautiful new carpet.
Yeah.
We decide, hey, let's go over and help put some new. Let's move the furniture back in because the husband's out earning a living.
Yeah.
And they've been disrupted by all this carpet. They got 2 sweeties at home.
Yeah.
Two little ones.
The house is in complete disarray.
This woman lives as a single parent essentially with the husband being gone at work.
Yeah, I don't know what's the matter with him.
So let's get over there and let's put their furniture back in.
Yeah.
So what do? We take the dresser that stood up in the bathroom.
Yep.
We carry it. We set it down on the carpet. It's not in the right place. So we lift it up off the ground to move it. And what does it do? Snags the carpet because there's a missing foot on the bottom of the dresser.
There's a nail
sticking out. And this brand new carpet now, big, huge snagging, and they have to have. I mean, they're just as proud as can be. It could have only been worse if we had, had a glass of Kool-Aid sitting on that dresser.
The carpet's 18 minutes old.
It just doesn't help to help.
Right in the entryway there. Boom.
Just listen to the Tea Party.
Yeah.
And everybody stay in your own lane and only take care of yourself.
Right.
Doug Badger Radio, there's things in this world that make you say, Cripes, come on, you got to be kidding me. More after the break.